Good morning, students. I hope you all are safe and fine at home. Today we will see some grammar. Under that we will see tenses. In your second unit, you had a lesson, the wind on haunted hill. Under this prose, you have grammar, that is tenses. Here I want to give an introduction about tenses. Tenses is the time described by a verb shown by its grammatical form. The tense of a verb shows the time of an action or event. How many tenses are there? Some of you might say 3 tenses. Some of you might say 12 tenses. So here I want to give a clear picture of how many tenses are there. The time and aspects combine together to form or to make all 12 tenses. So here the time, present, past, future. The aspects, simple, continuous, perfect, perfect continuous. So it is 1, 2, 3, 3 into 4. Is it all together? It is 12 tenses. Understand? So you can just count all these boxes. 4, 4, 4. So you have around 12 tenses. All together you have 12 tenses. So okay, now under this 12 tenses. What are 12 tenses? Tenses is a heartbeat to the sentence. When you frame a sentence, this tense is like a heartbeat for the sentences. I think you are sure of it. Okay, now under this you have many things you have verbs and irregular verbs, regular verbs, and you have the pronouns, where to use, all that you have. I will teach everything to you now. So under these sentences, when you frame a sentence, as I told you, it is a heartbeat for the sentence I had told you. So under a sentence you have subject, verb, object you have. Understand? So here main verbs you have. For an example, sing, dance, clap, run, jump. All these, when you see the action, you come to a conclusion or you identify it is a verb. So it is a main verb. What are auxiliary verbs? Auxiliary verbs are nothing but helping verbs. Understand? So it helps the sentence to form the structure of the sentence. For an example, is, am, are, was, were, do, does, did, has, have, had. Okay? For this, when you were in 6th standard, I had recited a little poem or little chorus for you. Understand? I just want to repeat that so that you will also remember or recollect that. So, for auxiliary, otherwise you can say helping verbs. How do you say that? Very easy to memorize. Is, am, are, was, were, do, does, did, has, have, had. Is, am, are, was, were, do, does, did, has, have, had. Very easy to memorize. So now you are thorough with all the helping verbs. Next you have modal verbs. So here it is very easy, that also. Will, would, can, could, shall, should, may, might, must. So all these 3 you have under these tenses. Okay? So I think you are thorough with this. So okay, fine. Now under this, present tense, past tense, future tense, you have regular verbs, irregular verbs. Regular verbs, they have the same pattern. Irregular verbs, they are not like that. In present, it will be one sort, and in the past and future, you might find it difficult. So, I would just want to orally say that to you. For an example, regular verbs are jump, jumped, jumped, okay? Look, looked, looked. Irregular verbs, sit, sat, sat. Ring, rang, rung. Keep, kept, kept. So, in this way, many verbs are there, hundreds of verbs are there. So, what you have to do is take time, memorize all this, especially the familiar verbs. You memorize the regular and irregular verbs, so that this will help you to write in the sentence for past and for future. Understand? So, here I want to give you some more examples. I like books. I like books. Next, you write, I liked books. I well like books. Okay, fine. Now here, I like books, I liked books, I like books, I liked books, I will like books. So, I like books, I have a book here, okay. So, I say here, this is only one is there, more than one it is books, okay. I like books. At present, I like books. That is the action, which is right now, present. I liked books. I liked it. The action is over, past. I will like books. The future, I am going to like books. I will like books. So, I hope you understood the present, the past and the future. So, with this, we will learn some more things, first person, second person and third person. So, for first person, singular, plural, it is I, we. Second person, you. Third person, she, it, or you can write they. So, now for simple, for present simple, this you need to know. First person, second person, third person. For first person singular you use I, plural we. Second person you, again it is for plural it is you. For third person, whether it is he, she, it, you use plural as they. Understand? So, here I hope you are clear with this. Understand? So, with this, you will be able to write it will be very easy for you to write this tabular column, understand. You can easily frame the sentences using with all this what I have taught for you, understand. So the first thing what we are going to see is, we will see simple present, understand. This can be this side and this can be this side, up, understand. It can be vice versa. The top of one can be down and the down one can be on top. As it is, as you like, you can do it, because here what I want to teach you is so that you will understand very in a easy way, so that this will help you to frame according to the tenses all together. It will be easy, understand. The first thing what we are going to learn is simple present tense. In simple present tense, okay, under simple present tense you have habits, permanent, situation, and you have facts, understand. So habits, what are your habits? For an example, Peter plays football once a week, or you can say I brush my teeth twice a day, understand. So these are your routine habits, what you are doing it, understand. Like for an example, Peter plays football once a week. Here okay, now Peter plays, this is the subject and this is the verb. Peter plays football once a week. Peter is singular noun. So for this you add yes, or otherwise you add es. Okay, permanent situation, for this habit you had written, this is the habit of this boy. And permanent situation, I live in Salem, or I live in Chennai, or I live in wherever it is, live. And the third fact is the sun rises in the east. It always rises in the east. So with this, you have come to a thing how in simple present tense you have habits, permanent situations, and you have facts all together. You will come across facts you cannot change. You cannot make the sun to rise in the west or north or whatever it is, understand. So it is the fact, you cannot change that. And here this little fellow's thing is, he wants to play football. He has that interest to play the football once a week. That is his habit, understand. So permanent situation, wherever you are, you might be living in Salem, wherever it is. So that is the habit. So here under this what we see here is, for an example, simple present, we have subject and verb 1. That is what we will see it here. So for an example, I, you, we, they, it is all singular one. Understand? I, you, we, they. It is plural one. So for this, what we are using is for a plural one. We don't, we add yes or es. Understand? For an example, for singular one, for singular he, she, it, we add, it is a singular noun and we add yes or es. For plural we don't use, and for singular we use. When I write some sentences, you will come to know that. Understand? So the next thing under this is, I want to write all the, I just want to frame some simple present, simple past and simple future using this tabular column and all the, what it is like formula it is for you. Understand? How you have in maths or some formulas, same way it is given here. So with this formula, you are going to write or you are going to frame sentences for all the 12 sentences. Understand? The subject will be the same and the verb will be the same. So how the verb changes from present to past, past to future with the same subject and with the same verb, it will be very easy for you to understand. Understand? I can give lot of other examples too, but we will see some other examples first and then we will come on to this. Understand? So the first thing how I want to write is, first, as I have said, first simple present tense we have seen. Next, under this you have simple past tense. So for simple past tense, the tense which is already expressed in an action that is taken place already. For simple past tense, the action is already happened. Understand? For an example, I met Roshan last Monday. For this example, I met Roshan last Monday. Understand? I met Roshan. This met, it is so this is past tense of meet. Understand? So this already has met a person. Who? Roshan. I met Roshan when? Last Monday. Understand? So here met, this verb which is in past tense. Okay, next, she wrote a letter to her father. She wrote a letter to her father. The subject is she. Here the subject is I. Understand? Write is the verb which is in present. When it turns or when it comes to the past, it becomes wrote. So, she wrote a letter to her father. Understand? So, you have subject here, you have verb here which is in past tense, action already over. So, next you have simple future tense. So, simple future tense, under this, that simple future tense is used to express some action in future. What is going to happen in future, that it is going to express. She will come here today. She will come home to, or she will come home today, or here also you can write. Understand, she is a subject for future. The key word is will. Understand? Is will. She will come home, or she will come home today. Understand? So she is a subject. Will represents future. So the verb will be in simple present only. Understand? So she will come home today. Next one, I shall meet him soon, or I will meet him soon. I is a subject, will or shall is a future one, meet, aim, soon. That means in future you are going to meet, so that soon, that meet is simple, present one will be the verb for the future. I hope you understood this. So next we have okay, now we saw the simple one, simple present, simple past, simple future. Next you have continuous, present continuous, past continuous, future continuous. We are going to see by using all this formula. Understand? So here present continuous, what it represents is, it is used to express an action going on at the time of speaking. It is going to express the action what I am doing at the time of now I am speaking, at present. The sun is shining, understand? Or I can say the light is glowing. Understand? The sun is shining. The sun is shining. Sun. The sun is, the sun, it is subject is an helping word, is an are, was, where, do, does, did, has, have, had, I told you, no? Yes. So here we see present, it is continuously, the action is happening right now. The sun is shining. Okay, now. Second one, I want to give you another example. I am reading a book. Here, present. Continuously I am doing the action. I am reading a book. Understand? I am reading a book. For this I subject, you have to use am. You cannot write, understand, you cannot write I are reading a book, I were reading a book, all that you cannot write. This is the key word for this, and this is the helping verb for this pronoun or for this subject I am only you should use, understand. So, okay, now present continuous tense is over. So, next you have past continuous tense. Okay, now past continuous tense, under this you see the past continuous tense is used to denote an action going on at some time in the past. The action verb or the action thing, it is continuing and it is showing something or some time in the past. What is continuing? Sometime in the past it had happened. That it is saying. For an example, they. For an example, we, they. It is all, you can say plural. Understand? For an example, he, she, it. It is all singular. He is a boy, she is a girl, it is a dog. It is just a singular one. For an example, they were playing when I met him. They were playing when I met him. For an example, they were playing when I met him. Okay, now, they is a subject verb. For this they, it is verb. Understand? This is used for plural. For he, she, it, you can use was. Understand? He was singing, she was running, it was climbing the stairs. There might be the cat or something like that. Understand? So, they is a subject. For this plural, you have to use verb, W-E-R-E. Understand? So, continuous, this verb play adds ing to that verb. So, they were playing when I met him. Understand? So, in this way, present continuous tense is over. For an example, another sentence also I want to say, he was reading when she saw him sing. So, he was reading when she saw him singing. So, when he was singing, what he was doing? He was reading. Understand? So, for he singular, you use was. Understand? For they plural, you use were. Understand? For he, you use was. For they, you use were. Okay? Now, I hope you are clear with this past continuous tense. So, in this, future continuous tense is there. Understand? So, future continuous tense, what it says? So, for this future continuous tense, it denotes an action that will be going on at some point in future. It will be going on in future for some time. Understand? For an example, I can use Sharon will be playing then, or Ramesh will be playing then. Okay, Sharon, future, what is the key word? Will, continuous, okay, will be. See here, continuous subject, Sharon will be, sorry here, subject is Sharon will be, verb plus ing, what is that I dictated? Will be playing, then. So, it is, future is will And the rule for this is for future continuous, it is be playing verb plus ing, which is in continuous form. Understand? Sharon will be playing then. Understand? You can give I will be studying all evening. I is a subject, will be future, continuing will be studying all evening. So in this way, you can frame many sentences by using this chart. Okay. Next, you come across the third category, present perfect tense. Okay. Present perfect tense, you have it here for your thing. Present perfect tense. Present perfect tense. Okay. Now this present perfect, past perfect, future perfect. We are going to see this column now. So here it says the present perfect tense is used to express an action begun in the past. In the past it began and completed at the present time. The action started in the past, completed now. For an example, Reena has done her homework. Reena, see, use this now. Subject, Reena, okay. Where do you use has? Where do you use have? For an example, children, I want to give you some little tips. Wherever you come across was, where, has, had. Here, see, was, where. Has, have. Miss, I am very genius, miss. I can understand how to identify singular and plural. Miss, I can't understand what to do. I'll give you a clue. W-A-S, only 3 letters are there. Singular, na, it is only 1. Okay? Little quantity. Little, understand? Few. 1 only is singular, understand? So you consider W-A-S was is a few letter, very less letter word. W-A-R-E, 4, many, plural. So with that you can understand was, were. Okay? This is singular, this is plural. Understand? Same thing for has and have. H-A-S is only 3 letter small word. So it is small, singular. H-A-V-E is little bigger one. So you say singular, plural. Understand? So with this, you will understand where to use singular and plural has, have, was, where. Understand? So now here, as I said, Reena has done her homework. The boys have completed their exams. See these 2 sentences. Reena has. Reena is singular. I told you, very few letter word. 3 is letter less. So it is singular. Understand? Reena has. So here present perfect. The action had completed just now. Understand? Done. Okay. Past participle you should use. So done her homework. Okay. The boys. Boys is plural, many. So there you use not has, it is have. I gave you some tips there, no? So it is have. So here it will be verb 3 form. Understand? See here, verb 3 form, that means past participle. I hope you understood this now. So the next one is present perfect tense, past perfect tense, past perfect tense. What this past perfect tense tells you is, the past perfect tense is used to express an action which was completed at some point in the past before another action began. This action had started previously before another action would start. Understand? That point, that place, that situation, that you say past perfect tense. So your past perfect tense, I want to give you some example. The shop had closed down when we reached there. The shop had closed. The shop had closed down when we reached there. Look at here. Past perfect one, past perfect tense. See, subject had verb to and object. So with this we have written here, subject is the shop had, V2 is past sentence, past tense. Understand? Close is present, close is past. So we have seen here past, close, down when we reached there. So here I hope you understood. Subject is the shop had. See there, had, closed down when we reached there. So here you write for past perfect, you have only had. Understand? You don't have has, you don't have, all that you don't have, only had. Had means already happened. Understand? Over, past. So with this you use the verb which is in second form, that is closed. Ed you add to the verb. So the next one, there is another sentence also in this. I had fallen asleep before my mother came home. So I had fallen asleep before my mother had come home. Okay, now the next one. Future perfect tense. Okay, now what it says here is, I just want to give you the explanation for this. Future perfect tense. So this what it says is, the future perfect tense denotes an action, says the action, mentions the action that will be completed by a certain time in the future. For particular time it will be over. Understand? So I had written here day. They is the subject. Will, I said for future, what is the key word? Will. Have. For this, can we see here the tabular column? Future, perfect, tense. So here, the subject is they. For future, it is will. And what is the formula here? Have. So they, for plural, this is plural, I said they. So for plural, I said you have to use the helping verb have. Understand? Or auxiliary verb you need to have. So this will change into verb 3, that is past participle. Okay, or verb 3. So they will have reached home before noon. Okay, there is another example also here. I will have completed my painting by evening. I is again subject. For this we have to use will as a future one, and you have this have, and then the verb will change into third form, that is past participle. What is that? I told you. It will change into finished painting by evening. Okay, in this way you will write all these tenses. So you have another one, this column you have future perfect continuous. Under that you have again all the 4. So here I want to let you know future perfect continuous tense. So under this we will see another 3 we will see. Okay, you will see here, sorry, present perfect, present perfect continuous tense, past perfect continuous tense, future perfect continuous tense. So under this present perfect continuous tense, what it says here, it is used to indicate the action which began in the past and still continuing. She has been living in Delhi for several years. Example, she has been, see here, okay, she has been living in Delhi for several years. Okay, so here she is the subject. Has, why it is has not have, it is singular, so you use has. Okay, the next formula for that is present perfect continuing. Been, this live, L-I-V-E, this verb will change into continuing, means add ing. So been living in Delhi for several years. The second one, you have past perfect continuous tense. So for this the explanation is, it is used to express an action that began before a certain time in the past and continued up to that time. Understand? So we will see the example, I had been waiting. See this box? I, subject, I had. Okay, I had been waiting for 2 hours before I left the place. See here, I is the subject, had. I is the subject. For this past you will write only had. Understand? I had. Okay, next. Perfect continuous. Been waiting. Been, verb which is in continuous. Add ing. Okay, for 2 hours before I left the place. Next one. Under this you have another sentence. When I joined school, Mohan had been studying there for several years. Okay, I just told you this, I cannot write here. We will see the next one. The third one for this. Future perfect continuous tense. So what this says is, it is used to denote an action that has been in progress over a period of time and it will end in the future. This has been happen for a period of time and then it will end. For this some sentences, the boy will have been flying kites. The boys will have been flying kites for 2 hours. Okay, the boys is a subject. The boys is a subject. For future, what is the key word? I said will. Perfect continuous, see here, have. This is the key word, have. Understand? Because have been continuous. For this verb fly, you add ing, continuous. So, the boys will have been playing kites for 2 hours. There is another sentence also. By next February, I will be completing 25 years of government service. So, in this way, you can figure out or you can frame many sentences. For an example, orally, I want to give you some very easy method of saying the or writing the tenses for each column. Understand? For an example, simple present. Understand? You will write for simple present, I eat mango. I is the subject, verb is eat, mango is the object. Understand? Simple past, you will write I ate mango. I, verb which is in second form, object is mango. Next one, future one, it says I will, this verb one, eat mango. Understood, children? Okay, next one. Okay, next one. For continuous one, present continuous, I, subject, helping verb, is, am, are, was, were, do, does, did, has, have, had. I am, verb plus ing, same verb, eat becomes eating. I am eating mango. Okay, subject here, next one, past. I was eating mango. Future, I will be, verb plus ing, I will be eating mango. Okay, next one, present perfect tense. Understand, don't have place here. I will write on top. I have eaten. I have, eat becomes verb 2, eaten, past, mango. Here, I had eaten mango. Third one, I will have, verb 3, eaten mango. Okay, next. Present perfect continuous tense. Subject I have been eating, verb plus ing, eating mango. I have been eating mango. Next one, subject I had been eating, I had been eating mango. Okay. I had been eating mango. The final one, future, will have been eating mango. Okay. Now children, you just see, according to this formula, I had written all the sentences for you which contain subject, verb and the object. With this, I want to conclude today all the 12 tenses for you, especially for 7th standard. For this unit, you have present perfect tense, past perfect tense, future perfect tense. But what I did is, I gave you the full explanation for you. Understand? So, take down the notes, learn well and be prepared. Thank you.